Good afternoon. We are here on behalf of NYC Live and Runway News, and it's been a beautiful day. And we're here today talking with everybody involved in this event. And today, photographers are important. And we have here today, what's your name, sir?
John Helmke.
John Helmke. He's a photographer. So let me ask you first, how long have you been photographing?
Well, interestingly, I've not been a photographer very long. I've been an artist my whole life. But after 15 years in music, it became important for us to make a living and support my kids. So I went into business and was in business for 15 years. And when that came to its natural conclusion a couple of years ago, I found myself back in the arts and started my studio, Pictures of People studio. And enjoying just being back in full-time arts making.
That is nice. So you hear his background and where he's from, and I don't know if you heard him say it, he is from?
I'm from South Windsor, Connecticut, just outside of Hartford, about halfway between Boston and New York City. Perfect location.
So is he a Boston fan? Is he a Red Sox fan or a Yankees fan? That's
we
the
are
question.
the battleground. We are the it is the DMZ.
They talk about that in the news all the time. If you're outside of the Northeast area, you don't know this about, but it's a big thing in New York, Connecticut, and Boston. There is a dividing line. But anyway, so we're here to talk about fashion. So today's event is photography, modeling, designers. What did you enjoy today about the event today?
Well, this was a special event because it was so varied. There was so many different things going on, so many opportunities to work one-on-one with models, really dig into what the fashion, what the design looks like instead of just seeing them parade past quickly. A fabulous event.
Nice. So you hear from a photographer. So what photography today that did you appreciate seeing? The pool, the backyard, the event? What part of the event today did you really like?
Well, without a doubt, it's a fabulous setting. Without a doubt, it's just a great place to be. But for me, my company is Pictures of People Studio. And when it comes right down to it, it's all about the people. And I'm here because of the people. These are great people. They look good on film. It's just a great place to be.
It's nice. So a lot of you people that are in this space right now as models, designers, photography is so important. And here we have Connecticut photographer. But I want to ask a question to you more specifically is, what do you like about photographing designers and their pieces and stuff? What do you try to concentrate in when you do your photography?
Well, interestingly, because of my business background, which is all around marketing and sales, every time I snap a shot, in the back of my mind is this going to sell this stuff? You know, I really want to present the garment as best I can under the circumstances, because I can't control a lot of the circumstances, in the best circumstances that makes people want to go buy that garment. And that charges me up. So I didn't start out trying to be a fashion photographer. I just was a headshot guy, you know. I can do headshots. And that kind of led into, well, besides business people, models and actors need headshots. And then besides headshot, they need portfolio shots. And next thing you know, it sort of grew. And it was actually September of last year when I got the invitation to come out and shoot Michael's event live. And that was the first time I did fashion. Very first time. And I'll tell you what, up until that first model stepped that first foot on that runway, if you'd have told me I could have saved face and walked away, I would have. Driving into the city, finding parking, standing for, oh my God, how long? But then once it started, it was like click, click, magic. This is awesome. And I just got the bug.
That's amazing. That's a personal story that anybody knows William Michael Reed. I'm sure you probably heard that splash right there, but that's the fun that's going on right now. But that's a personal story like you never hear before. And it's nice to hear that because you said you really were in the space. And I think what you said, Bob, is he's really appreciative about the garments, right?
Yeah,
as you said, right? The garments. So as any models are more so designers, if you want to reach out to Bob, he says he's really appreciative of the garments. Now, there's other interviews that we've done today with photographers that have different perspectives. He loves the garments. So if you're a designer, look out for Bob, because you said this.
Yeah.
Anything else that you see going forward? Well, first of all, this is a question I ask everybody. With the COVID,
Yeah.
how has it affected you as a photographer?
Well, I told you my studio is fairly new.
Yes.
So it's a really rotten time to start a brand new studio and a brand new business venture, and then immediately get shut down for 4 months.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I didn't have too much overhead yet.
Yeah.
So we're weathering it quite well. One of my friends, that's a photographer in Connecticut, has passed away from COVID.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's
Yeah.
really there. I mean, it's not just a
My
sort of a
condolences
thing.
on that too.
So we're as a community, we're figuring this out. The way we did things isn't going to be the future. It's just
Yeah.
not going to be.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what the future is going to be. So I'm trying to stay nimble with my business. I'm trying to stay nimble with the things I do. I know I'm at the stage in my life where I'm old enough that I'm not going to go work for somebody else anymore. But I'm young enough that I'm not going to retire. So that means I'm going to work with the people I like, and I'm not going to work with the people I don't like, and I'm going to have a great time along the way, and I'm going to make art whenever I can, and we're going to see where this goes.
Yeah, that's nice. I lost some people for COVID like you did, and our condolences. Our condolences to everybody out there, first of all, that have lost somebody to COVID. We're there with you, and our condolences with you. And as you hear from Bob here, is he just started out. There's some people out there in the fashion business, whether you're a designer, a model, photographer, videographer, whatever it is in that space, even you're advertising in that space, like Bob just started out, it's hard right now. So we're doing this video saying, hey, he's making it. And he's struggling. He's not going to, well, nobody's going right now anywhere, right?
No.
But nobody's going there. But Bob is saying this. But anything you want to say to your people out there that want to reach out to you on your platform, social media, or whatever platform you have, you want to talk to the audience and let them know where you're going?
Well, I do headshots. I love doing headshots. There's something magical about trying to find power within that small confine. And then I just love making images that sell, you know. So if you're a maker, if you're a creator, if you're a designer, let's collaborate. Let's find some way to make something really magical happen. And you know, I do what I do, you do what you do. Let's put it together.
So tell the people what your actual, if they want to reach out to you based on what you just said, what is your platform? Like, is your IG or Facebook, whatever it is?
So you can find me on Instagram or Facebook under Pop Photo Studio, which is P-O-P Photo Studio, or you can go to my website at Headshots by Pop.
And he loves garments, so designers, listen to that. He loves garments, so he loves garments. He might give y'all some different perspective on things that you've never seen, and photographers do amazing work. Sometimes you look at it and they photograph it and it goes live, and they're like, wow, that's amazing. So look out, Bob, in Connecticut.
Thank you.
Yes, enjoy. Nice having you here.
A pleasure, Diallo.
Yes.